Hello dear student, welcome to Strive OPSC. Dear student, today we are going to discuss about 4th June and 5th June Odisha-specific news that is in the newspaper. So first is the road accident not only affect the family but also the economy. This is what said by our Honorable Chief Minister. So when people don't follow the rule properly, traffic rule properly, that led to the accident. And whenever there is an accident of any family member, it is not only impact that family, it is the devastation or destruction of economy, because most of the death that is happening in the age group of, you can say, 20 to 40 age group. So they are actually breadwinner, or you can say working population. They are potential, the demographic dividend population. So that is the reason the road accident not only affect the family but also economy. So following traffic rule, Chief Minister, our Honorable Chief Minister said that the road accident not only affect the family but also the national economy. Launching the Zero Accident Day initiative, as part of which effort have to be made to prevent road accident in the Lok Seva Bhavan in the city. So if we can put a restriction on the certain aspect, we can substantially bring down the number of death. And accident are not just individual loss but also collective loss. Therefore I request everyone to strictly follow the traffic rules from leaving home until return. Whenever any loss happens, so it is really happening, entire family enter into devastation, collapse. Let's say there is a breadwinner, your father or your mother, so there are so many family member depends on that person. In case of accident and death of that person, entire family will be below, after accident entire family fall below the poverty line. So next is speed is the major factor behind 75% of the accident. So if you look into death or accident, so it is the overspeeding that is accounting for 75% of this accidents. Okay, so the driver are forgetting the golden rule of driving speed thrill, but it also killing them. So nothing more than noting that more than 5,500 people died in road accident in the 2023. So death are also occurring due to driving on the wrong side, driving under influence of using mobile phone, or driving under alcohol also. So Odisha government launched a very important initiative. It is called DESA, Driving Electronic Enforcement to Save Human Life project. So DESA is now being operational in addition to 485 kilometer highway in the state. Under this, automated e-challan has been issued to the driver who are not following the traffic rules. So punishment can be a good factor of changing the behavior. We have seen in the Delhi metro, even in Singapore. Whenever in Singapore, if you just spit in the public, there is a severe fine. So because of that, everyone maintain cleanliness in the Singapore, even in Delhi metro also. So we need to expand this DESA scheme. So you can give this example examination as well. Okay, so yes, I think this is all about this news. So Maji launch Zero Accident Day and 55 project with 575 crore. Okay, so next, for asphyxiated. So what do you mean by asphyxiated? Because whenever suffocation, whenever any person lack access to the oxygen, let's say this is a person not having access to the proper oxygen, in that case we can call asphyxiation. But they are basically happen in the septic tanks, in the toilet septic tanks. Inside that, because of anaerobic condition, lot of methane is produced and less oxygen. So whenever the cleaner person जी आमर टॉयलेट को क्लीन करती से टॉयलेट भितर को पसंदी थे जगह ऑक्सीजन न थाए तो पॉइजनस गैस जाए ताकू से जो निश्वास नियंती से डेथ हो जाए ताकू आम कौन कहते asphyxiated. So the utter recklessness during construction of septic tank has cost the tank has cost the life of 4 young labour in the Nabarangpur district, raising concern over adherence to the safety protocol while undertaking such work. Report indicates that the proper safety precautions were not adhered while entering the under constructed septic tanks, which was left unventilated for several days, leading to the asphyxiation of 4 Delhi wage workers who entered into the tank in a phase. Experts said that entry into these tanks without testing the air quality for toxic gases might have resulted in shocking incident. Significantly, the asphyxiation is the most common consequences occurring when body is deprived of oxygen and suffocation is set in. So तमे देखिथिबो बहु जो बड़ा बड़ा वेल रे के जीवा पूर्व कौन करंती गोटे निया को पकांती जदि निया लिभिगला ता माने देयर इज नो ऑक्सीजन. So we have to check before entering into any dark places, deep places where it is closed for long period of time. We have to check whether there is oxygen or not. Simple way to check is that throw a flammable light or fire. If it is douse, that means there is no oxygen. If it is flame, that means it is having oxygen. Jodi se libhigala ta mane there oxygen nahi, that means it is very dangerous. So experts are of opinion that the Odisha Building and Other Construction Worker Employment Condition Act outlines specific safety measure during the construction work. So you have to remember these things. If what are the remedial measure we need to take, so you can suggest that. Act outlines specific safety measure during the construction work. Act specifies safety measures such as ensuring safety working condition, providing necessary equipment, and implementing emergency strict plan, they said. Okay, so next important news, dear student, you can join our prelims test series. So it is very nominal fee. All test series are prepared by these candidates who have already written the UPSC mains and OPSC mains also. So you'll get high quality test at very nominal fees. Okay, so next we'll see about East Coast Railway augmenting 32 train with additional coaches. So you know, East Coast Railway, because of the Puri Rath Yatra, so we need to improve the strength of our railway. So to meet the increasing passenger demand during the summer seasons, East Coast Railway has decided to temporarily augment 32 train with 16 pair with additional coaches during June. Okay? The move aim at ensuring better convenience and comfortable journey experience of passenger traveling across the major route of the East Coast Railways. So Puri Raulkela Vande Bharat Express will be operate Saturday. Okay? So not much important news, but you need to know this. So next is, this is an important news. So state history will be inspire youth to develop new mindset. Yes, we should take pride of our history. We should take pride of our culture. So that is what going to create unity among our people. So state rich history will inspire, guide youth towards developing a new mindset, said Odisha Language, Literature and Cultural Minister. So history of Kalinga War, yes, it is taught a lot of lesson to us, organized by the Odisha Sahitya Academy here. So workshop here compile documentation, help future generations to understand their history and encourage them to take pride in it. Yes, we should take pride in our history. Okay? Workshop not only shed light on the history of Kalinga War but also discuss Odisha maritime history. We have a rich maritime history. तमें जानी थी वो जोटा हमरे कहते हैं साबत पुओ, देन हमरे कौन कहलो बोईत वंदना, तापरे हमरे पंचुको जो हुए. These are classic example of a rich maritime tradition or rich in terms of trading in the maritime. But also discover Odisha maritime history, the history of Odisha Navy, various Buddhist legends. So issue under title Socio and Political, Economic and Military Status of Kalinga Rajya Sabha before the Kalinga War. Okay? So these are discussed so that you can understand our history better. So whenever you understand history better, so it will bring a strength, it will bring a unity, it will bring culture, it will bring promotion of tourism also. So we need to preserve our culture also. So dear student, next is about chariot wheel being ready ahead of the Rath Yatra in the Puri. So you can join our answer writing program, which is also going on. So price is 6,500. You can simply scan the QR code to join this answer writing program. So next is comprehensive database of water resource soon. Dekho, why we need to have comprehensive data. Dekho, recent time we are seeing that so many water body are being misused or damaged by this urban population by throwing all these garbages. Why this is happening? Because you don't have a database. So when we don't have data, we don't know how many of them are damaged, how many of them are not in a good condition. So we need to have a proper data. Once we have data, then after that we can compare. Yes, these are the government, you can say public land, but that is being encroached. In that case, we can take the action. So that is the reason we need to have all data. So Odisha will create a comprehensive database of all water resources spanning from the village level to state level. This initiative will mark the first complete census of water resource in the state, undertaken behest of the Ministry of Jal Shakti Department, Ministry of Resource. Okay? So this initiative comprise 4 census of major minus irrigation, first census of spring, second census of water body, and 7 census of the minor irrigation. So this comprehensive database is crucial for planning the water state water resource for irrigation industry. Pisciculture means fishing, and human and animal consumption. So the focus of this initiative will be effective implementation of irrigation and spring census capture the quality data. Once we have data, then we can protect that. We know that how we are going to use it. Okay. So next, so TP solved. इसका मतलब टाटा पावर साउथ ओडिशा डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन लिमिटेड. ठीक है. सो इन इंडिया इन ओडिशा, सो आवर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इज डिवाइडेड इनटू साउथ, नॉर्थ, ईस्ट. ठीक है. सो वन ऑफ देम इज name said they are planning to increase the power infrastructure in the Malkangiri district, so that it will improve the quality of electricity there. So comprehensive database of water resource soon. So already we have discussed that. So next is Buddha's holy relics return after exposition to in Vietnam. So so our the governor of Odisha, Kambhapati, bats for Odisha na Danang Tai. So देखो, the Odisha is a provinces in India, like it's a state. So Na Dang is also a state in the Vietnam. So we can have relation between them. So Odisha Governor Hari Babu Kambhapati proposed exploring the provincial level tie between Odisha and Nadang in Vietnam. Okay, it's Vietnam, not in Thailand. So we put forth proposal during meeting chaired by Nadang People's Committee, so that when we have relation between them, so that will lead to the promotion of tourism, trade, so ultimately help in development of both both the Odisha as well as the Vietnam. So next is the Housing and Urban Affairs Minister inspect the monsoon preparation in the capital. So ministry review the overall monsoon preparedness across the state and 115 local bodies through video conference, one official against any negligence. Because monsoon in Indian monsoon, so like you can say around 75% of total rainfall will be occur in only 100 days. That means too much of rainfall in few days. So due to that, during monsoon we have seen flooding of different part of the region, but urban area are more prone because the rasta amara mein kon tako banauchandi, the pavement already paved with concrete. So because of that, water cannot percolate to underground, and hence water is standing on the road. So that create rapid flooding in the urban area. So we need to take preventive measure like cleaning the drain. We need to have proper drainage system. We need to create warning system. So we need to also ready the pump set. Whenever we need, we can pump the excess water. Okay. So dear student, our free mentorship program is going on. So here we are guiding you, providing daily targets. You can join that by scanning this QR code. Here it is you'll provide a target daily basis. Okay. So next is female elephant. A female elephant is electrocuted in Onugul. So this is an unfortunate incident. So this incident also happened few days back also. So the female elephant was electrocuted night after coming in contact with the solar power electric fence of a farmhouse in the Naliasau. So it is in Onugul district. So we need to take care of this, while we need to protect our crop, at the same time we need to ensure that there should be protection of this elephant, because without wildlife, without this nature, we cannot survive. So explosive go downs raided 3 district, 2 arrests. So after this incident, there is an incident happened where Maoist looted a gelatin sticks, a vehicle having gelatin sticks that is being transported for the stone quarry, but that they are being exploited or looted by the Knoxville or left-wing extremists. So because of that, Odisha government raided a businessman. So day after recovering around 2.5 tons of gelatin sticks looted by the Maoist in Sundargarh district. So remember that gelatin sticks are used for blasting in the sand mining needed. So not sand mining, rock mining, or you can say quarry required blasting. For that we are we use gelatin sticks. So Odisha police intensify raid on the different explosive laden in 3 district and arrest 2 person allegedly violating explosive act. So raid explosive were conducted in during the raid they found that those who are store this explosive without proper permission, they don't follow the standard operating procedure. After inquiry, all these things are found. So next, it is a very important initiative, the Lakshpati Didi. Lakshpati Didi, Mamta became symbol of rural empowerment. So you can give this example in your mains examination, how self-help group is helping the improvement in or empowerment of the women. So Lakshpati Didi means this scheme aim to ensure that each and every member of the self-help group, they are earning at least 1 lakh income per year. Okay. So Lakshpati Didi Yojana, launched by the central government December, aim to empower the rural women to earn at least 1 lakh annually by promoting self-help group through self-help group, and implemented in the state under the Odisha Livelihood Mission and Mission Shakti. The initiative fosters self-reliance and leadership grassroots level. So we can see achieving 97% of its targets and earning second place in the states, just behind the. So it is talking about it's Kendrapada. It's talking about Kendrapada. So already Kendrapada district stood out stood out, achieving 97% targets and earning second place in the state, just behind Nabarangpur, it creating highest number of Lakshapati Didi. So highest number of Lakshapati Didi, Kendrapada district. So Mamta entrepreneur journey began in 2011 when she joined her village self-help group battling poverty. She took loan of 30,000 to buy wheat grinding machines. With determination, she solved nearby village from 7 surrounding areas, slowly earning profit and repaying her debt. So Mamta runs a thriving variety store and multi-unit processing. Her facility include machines, rice milling, spice grinding, oil extraction. So starting from a small business, now Mamta ji venturing and promoting business. So that can be a model for other women in the Odisha also. But Mamta is more than a entrepreneur. She also devoted farmer. She cultivates paddy, pulses, green and black gram vegetable including. So you can see that whenever women get proper support and opportunity, they can do lot of wonders. Okay, so dear student, this is our Dronacharya year-long mentorship program. You can join that. So here we'll guide you throughout your journey. Okay, so you can scan this QR code to know about it. And dear student, we are providing daily video of all these things. So to watch all our Hindu analysis, you can just click this link. If you want to watch all our previous analysis, just click this link. Okay, so next we'll see about the faulty jab skill 6 in the SLNMCH. So there is a recently faulty injection killed 6 people. So this is what allegation by the people. So at least 6 patients admitted to the Shahid Lakshman Naik Medical College and Hospital here died after they allegedly administered wrong injection on the Thursday night. Okay, so this is the allegation. So recently there is a committee established to ascertain that, but after that we can find in a conclusive way. So Vedanta Aluminium began decarbonization initiative. So Vedanta Aluminium located in India. So Vedanta Aluminium, India's largest aluminium producer, remember that, driving bold sustainable agenda through comprehensive series of decarbonization initiative. As the global climate change concern intensify, the company is emerging as a leader in the sustainable practice within aluminium industry. So what it is doing? So key step in the partnership renewable energy include 1,335 megawatt of green energy operation Odisha and Chhattisgarh, helping company to meet its using 30% of energy requirement from renewable sources and achieve net zero. Net zero means it will not emit any sort of carbon dioxide by 2050. So next is it is talking about at Lanjigarh refinery. So the Lanjigarh, there is a factory of Vedanta. 20 tons of biomass are co-fired daily, cutting down the 10,000 tons of carbon dioxide annually, creating rural livelihood opportunity. देखो आमर जो बायोमास मैंने कौन कहल कुटा फुटा जो पड़ुची ताको आमे कौन करती घरे जलाउछंती पॉल्यूशन होउची बट सेटा को कौन हबो इंस्टेड ऑफ घरे जलैकी लांजीगढ़ जो फैक्ट्री अच्छी से जलैकी आमे बॉयलर को हीट करवा तो से कला जोटा वेस्टेज होता सेटा दैट कैन बी यूज फॉर प्रोड्यूसिंग एनर्जी. So Vedanta ranked second globally in 2014 Standard & Poor Global Corporate Sustainability Assessment for Aluminium Farm. So Vedanta ranked second. ठीक है. So four fall ill in ammonia gas leak in ice factory. So 4 persons including elderly women fall ill following a ammonia leak incident in the Paradip. Okay, so but incident is quickly controlled. So because of that the mishappening we are able to contain. So no one in the Odisha will remain landless. This is what said by our Chief Minister. So referring the state government's commitment to making land administration modern, people oriented, Chief Minister said that even those who own less than 4 hectare 4 decimals of land will be considered landless and will be provided with a land by the government. ठीक है. So Tehsildar as backbone of revenue administration, Chief Minister urged them to listen to the grievances of the people and address them promptly, because we need to have a good governance, people responsive governance. So a clean and corruption free revenue administration is our goal. We must work with this vision in mind. Okay, so this is what the objective we should follow also. So next is 3.8 tons of looted explosive recovered. So the Odisha police Wednesday claimed that so far recovered 3.8 tons of of the 5 tons of explosive looted by the Maoist from the stone quarry in Sundargarh. So that is what we are talking about at the starting. So 3.8 tons of explosive, 1 tons of gelatin was recovered night. So ठीक है. So CRPF कौन सा फोर्स इन्वॉल्व थे? CRPF, कोबरा, then Odisha SOG, Special Operating Group, SOG, Special Operating Group. So they are pioneer in fighting against the Naxalism. ठीक है, so this is an elite force that is raised by the Odisha government. So 2.5 tons of explosive were recovered. ठीक है. Next, this is a very good story about ex-Jawan trained youth. So trained youth to join the Indian Army. So Simanchal Barik, a retired Indian Army officer, established Berhampur Physical Academy at Anantnagar here, trained youth to aspire to join the armed forces. So it's a good thing that already experienced person who are guiding our youth. So dear student, it is a very important article it is given. So here a lot of things you will find, so please read that very carefully. So microplastic, a threat to the aquatic and fish and fishermen. देखो, whenever we throw this plastic bag, so this gradually disintegrate into small particles, and gradually it's also disintegrate into small particles, and these small particles are ingested by this fish. They think that these are food. Once they are inside fish, they cannot digest that, and we human eat that. So because of that, we also eat the plastic. So gradually, ultimately, it will impact our health. So microplastic pollution and emerging environmental crisis endanger aquatic ecosystem and human livelihood. Formed when plastic waste in the waste body break down into particles smaller than 5 mm. Just imagine 5 mm. Remember mm. ठीक है. So and erosion, microplastic blend into ocean and becoming nearly impossible to remove. ठीक है. So microplastic are highly reactive and infiltrate the food chain, effectively affecting both nature and human. So coastal population and the global shipping contribute significantly to the ocean plastic waste, which degrade into microplastic over the time, disrupting marine ecosystem, because all the marine animal, they eat them thinking that they are their food. So aquatic animal ingest this particle which human later consume. Ingestion means खाइबा, posing risk to the natural food chain. ठीक है. So highlight the severe impact of marine life, particularly olive ridley turtle. So dear student, please comment in India which 3 location olive ridley turtle comes each year, and there is a important phenomena, this mass nesting is called something. Please comment in the comment box these 2 terms, like location in Odisha they are coming each year, and what that mass nesting term is called. ठीक है. So those olive ridley turtle, sea turtle, whose mortality rates have been surged near the Devi river mouth due to plastic. ठीक है, plastic and microplastic pollution. So marine ecosystem are deteriorating, fish population also declining. So one location is already given there, Devi river. Write in the comment box 2 other locations. ठीक है. So individuals to reduce single use plastic. Single use plastic means that we are using only once. Let's say the plastic bottle we are only using once, then cup or the spoon that we are using once. So we need to replace or remove that. So here it is given, addressing the microplastic pollution demand collective action, reducing plastic use, enforcing regulation, developing solutions to protect ocean, aquatic life and livelihood of fishermen. ठीक है. So you just need to read all these things. These are very good articles for your mains answer writing. So you can write very good answer if you read all these things. So in Odisha, aligned with the global call to beat the plastic pollution, it set a strong example. Governance, action, civil society and individual responsibility can come together to drive meaningful changes. The road ahead may be challenging, but the continued effort, awareness and innovation, a cleaner and more sustainable future is well within reach. So countries across the globe are gearing up to observe World Environment Day. That is 5th June. We celebrate all as a World Environment Day. World Environment Day. So 5th June we all celebrate as World Environment Day. ठीक है. Odisha has stepped its battle against this most pressing environmental issue. This time it is the plastic waste. More stringent enforcement to innovate community driven initiative. The state is adopting comprehensive approach to reduces plastic footprint. Plastic pollution, particularly from the single use plastic, like cup we are using, then the spoon we are using, the plastic polythene that we are using, that is we are using once and then throw it out. The plastic, particular single use plastic, has been global crisis. It is affecting marine ecosystem, wildlife, even human health. So every year 430 million tons of plastic are produced globally, and 30 to 17 million tons end up in the ocean. Plastic don't degrade, they break down into microplastic that enter into our food chain. क्योंकि microplastic को किए खाइबे, छोट छोट माछ खाइबे, छोट माछ को आमे खाइबा तो आम भितर पळे आसीबो. To address this crisis, Odisha has been enforcing state-wide ban on the single-use plastic since 2018 से. The ban include polythene carry bag, PT bottle. PT bottle means bottle के अंदर जो छोटे छोटे जूस आसे ना सेटा, and disposable cutlery and similar item. Disposable cutlery हमको क्या कहला, चामच, plastic चामच. The state also strengthen its crackdown on the states also extend this ban to protect the area of wildlife and national parks. So state also don't allow any plastic item near to this all the protected area. So when plastic and organic waste mixed off, so we generally what we do after taking the food, after completion of our eat, whatever remain, we simply throw it with the plastic bag. So they produce toxic leachate, increasing greenhouse gas emissions. So source segregation makes recycling easier and composting more effective, protecting both public health and environment. So whenever you are having waste at your home, segregate that biodegradable, non-degradable and harmful wastage, and after that you can hand it over to the municipal department. So she encourage the 5R: refuse, reduce, recycle, reuse and rot. So to avoid the over packaging product. So you need to write all these things 5R in your answer. You need to reflect that. Odisha environmental movement also being empowered by committee, committed individuals. So these are all about things. So here it is given pollution, how indoor pollution affect. So before that we are going to see important topic. It is about 3.2 crore disaster hit displaced in a decade. So because of the disaster in India, so 3.2 crore people are displaced from their native place to the other area. So in a record, India record 32.3 millions internal displaced due to disasters such as flood, storm between 2015 to 2024. So this is third highest in the world after China and Philippines. India is having third largest after China and Philippines. So report by the Geneva-based Internal Displaced Monitoring Center said that disaster triggered to 64.8 million internal displaced or force movement across 2010 countries and territory during this period. So at the country level, Bangladesh, China, India, Philippines and US record highest figure in the past decades. China recorded 46.9 million internally displaced person, Philippines 46.1. 90% of the global जो displacement होचे हमरो तार मूल कारण कौन, flood and storm trigger most of the world disaster displacement between 2015 and 24. So flood trigger 114.8 million displacement during the same period, including cyclone Amphen account for 92% of the all storm displacement globally. Disaster have triggered an increasing number of internal displaced since 2015, result in part of the more frequent intense hazard, also improved data on national level. So next is 45.8 million internal displays were recorded, highest record so far. So that means because of climate change and rising intensity of the cyclone disaster, so gradually what happened, so more people are displaced internally, so they don't have home, so that is going to create conflict in future also. So next, so just read it out, you'll find here it is given because of this climate change, so that is in future we are going to increase the intensity, so you have to prepare for that. And dear student, to access this PDF, simply scan the QR code given. Yes, you can just simply scan this QR code, Strive OPSC, you'll get this PDF there. Okay, so killer indoor pollution. So we know that indoor pollution is the largest killer in our India. So indoor environment condition contribute significant to the human being well-being, as most of the 90% of our time we spend in the indoor, mainly at the home or workplace. According to World Health Organization, indoor air pollution responsible for 3.8 million premature deaths. So cooking, smoking, use of intense incense sticks, mosquito repellent, room freshener contribute to the indoor air pollution. Next time before using any room freshener, think twice. So next is carbon monoxide, volatility, organic compound, particulate matter, aerosol, these things. So mosquito repellent, they are harmful particulate matter, so which contribute to the indoor air pollution, increasing risk of respiratory and cardiovascular disease. It is high time people start addressing this issue. So properly ventilated room, small plant can go. The room should be properly ventilated. There should be small plant, so that we can properly ventilate. So burning of waste, including plastic product, a lot of toxic substance in the form of smoke. When we inhale, it impact our health severely. Instead of waiting for the government to intervene, we should start acting and behave in a responsible way so that we can control it. So first fashion ban of mother art. So the fashion industry that is rising very fast, dress and impulsive buy, हमें काहाकू देखिए हम कौन लाऊँ आम भी जल्दी जल्दी बाय कर दूँ, बट बाय कला पर जो फैशन इंडस्ट्री मोस्ट ऑफ द क्लॉथ दे आर polyester cloth. So after some time you just throw it away, but gradually disintegrate to form the microplastic, and microplastic is the problem because fish eat them, gradually enter into our food chain, and we are also impact severely. And also fashion industry also led to the first development of clothes. So to design a clothes, lot of water is needed, lot of things is needed, so which is very severe for our mother nature. So we need to address that. So there is a good thing that plastic that dissolve in the sea water within an hour, so that is what developed recently. So Japan have developed a plastic that dissolves sea water within an hour of offering a potential solution for modern day scorching pollution in the pollution of the plastic pollution. So this is what under the research stage. So if that happen, that is a good thing for all of us. So dear student, this is all about the news of 4th June and 5th June. So dear student, to get this PDF, simply scan this QR code Strive OPSC, where that, yes, this Strive OPSC, and you can join our program courses by scanning this QR code. And if you have any doubt, anything, suggestion, please write in the comment box. Okay, so your suggestion is always welcome, and please like, subscribe to this channel and share this video so that more number of students can benefit. ठीक है, चलिए, बाय बाय, टेक केयर, थैंक यू, वेलकम, बाय बाय.